Episode 8, Once Upon a Swap. Now, last time we watched one of the best episodes of season 1. This time we didn't. Before we continue, Brock, what were some things that you noticed and or enjoyed?
That Aaron Hansen from the Game Grumps is a Coven guard.
Yes.
Yes. He does a couple of voices.
It's like, what? But this is to my knowledge. I'm trying to think of in all of the shows where I've watched a body swap where this was the first one that was intentional.
Oh, you mean that that instead of just like switching the minds, they actually switch
No, I mean how they wanted.
It happened by accident.
Oh,
they
actually wanted to do this.
Yeah.
It's always an accident or someone cursed them or something. This was like, no, we're gonna
actually do it because we want to.
Yeah, that never happens.
That I'll admit that is something that is at least a clever play on the usual body swap tropes. That this was something they wanted to do. I just think the episode,
I think I know why you don't like this episode. I'm going to be honest.
Why?
Because you get one speck of dialogue and it comes after the last episode. You get one speck of plot, but it also comes after your probably favorite episode of the first season. So the quality went from here to there, in your opinion?
You're not wrong.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not that bad of an episode.
I didn't think it was terrible, but I got why you're like, you got a ton out of the last episode, and this one was more of a... Remember what I said last time where I'm getting used to watching a show that's 20-something episodes?
It was kind of like a filler type of episode.
Yeah.
Now, I don't like to use the word filler outside of its original context.
Yeah.
But I can kind of say in hindsight, considering where the show goes, in hindsight, this one comes across a bit
like
fillery.
But the plot point you got out of this, you probably couldn't have given to Luce if she wasn't in a situation where this happened.
That is fair.
Yeah.
So I'll give them that.
To be clear, I don't think this is like a bad episode on its own merits. It's just relatively
compared to every
speaking,
other episode, it's false plot.
Yeah.
Although what I do like, in theory, is the sort of anthology structure where instead of like an A plot and a B plot, you get like 3 separate but still tied together stories.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the structure of this works better in season 2, but we will cross that bridge when we get there. For now, Misao, of these 3 plots, which one would you say is your favorite?
I kind of like Ida as King the most because the little cat looks like Joker.
Mm-hmm.
And like the old lady just sounds like an asshole demon.
And it is factual to what some people do put their poor animals through.
Yeah.
It's neither here nor there. Anyone who's watching this, you put your animals in pure little outfits and they actually like it, that's fine. But I'm just saying, you can tell in the pictures you take of them which animals like it and which ones don't.
Mm-hmm. Like if you see your animals like squirming trying to get out of the outfit, you probably should not have put it on them in the first place.
You put it on, it's just frozen like a mannequin. They probably don't like it.
They're just like, my body isn't liking this. What are
Like
we
I'm
doing?
not in my birthday suit.
I don't like it.
Brock, how did you feel about the fact that when they switch bodies, they pretty much switch like their entire features? Like
That I thought was interesting to like. I just also the thing I was like, okay, let's see how everyone else on the planet does with this. And I was kind of like, okay, is the face swapping to let us know that they're like that, or did they actually face swap? And then I'm like, no one in the world references that half of their face is different.
yeah.
Because Luce is the most easily noticeable that she has glowing orange eyes now. I was like, okay, but it's neither here nor there.
I only get frustrated like by that just because the show otherwise doesn't really let a stone go unturned. Yet in this episode, like people are none the wiser that, for example, like you pointed out, Luz with the eyes, or Ida with the gold fang.
Yeah.
Or are we or the part of what I wanted to happen, and it's weird to me that they did it this way. Are we to assume that the people are hearing their voices different, or did they do it to us? What I was kind of hoping was going to happen is that they would have kept the same voices. We would have understood they were different. But yet Luce had to try and impersonate King talking like her. King's voice actor would have had to try and understand and talk how Ada would have talked. And going on, I was like, okay, I get why they did it. I understand it, but I kind of wish they would have went whole hog with the whole thing.
Yeah, that would have been a little bit more fun. I get why they did it this way, because it is a deviation from other body swap stories.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
For me, what I thought it was funny the first time, even now watching it, when King is loose, only because King's voice actor also voiced the little pyramid guy, Bill, in Gravity Falls. And one episode he took over like oh god, I forgot the main character.
Dipper?
Yeah, body. So I thought it was funny that in the Owl House he took over a human body.
Characters.
Yeah, that is amusing. I think watching this episode, it has its moments. Like what I like about King in Luce's body is basically he spends most of this plot shitting on Basha because Basha is the worst.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he is.
And teens are the worst. And they had to have a race at Dead Man's Curve.
For their Commoner A story.
Love how that no matter what we're in, if we're in an 80s movie with a drag racing to get the woman's honor, or in this children's cartoon, it is always Dead Man's Curve.
Yep.
Never fails.
Yeah, at least the writers are genre savvy and they know what they're making fun of.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, as far as plot goes, yeah, we do get a little bit more of the relationship between Ida and Lilith, and how it was at one point a dream for both young Ida and young Lilith to join the Emperor's Coven.
And also, you have to be branded to be in it.
Yeah, that's the
That's
case with
how-
all. That's how all covens work.
Yeah, because
Oh,
you
yeah,
will
that's
use
right.
that type of magic.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay. So they didn't show the branding in the other ones, but once you join it, you join it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, I will say one thing I love is the consequence for like who has like
No.
who has the hardest life.
Yeah, Hootie rolling in the mud as they're thinking about cleaning him. There's pockets of me that are really hard to reach, and I'm technically 20% mucus right now.
Don't let that stop you.
Help you. And in the end, they just did not it.
No, oh, dang it. Good Lord. It is funny. It is good that Hootie's just literally there to be annoying.
Hootie is Hootie.
Hootie is Hootie. Yes.
Yeah.
Honestly, Hootie might be what saves this episode for me, because he just is so annoying, but in a deliberate way that it's actually funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good Lord.
But as I said in our group chat, this is basically the Great Divide, but for the Owl House, in that you will never see a body swap again.
Mm-hmm.
This is literally a one and done.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So, who do you think has the hardest life?
Well, honestly, I would say it would probably be Ada. Because given if the person knows how to deal with it, is harder. King, unless he's abducted by a creepy granny, has the easiest life on the planet. He has to situationally be put in to have the worst life of all time.
I think the hierarchy is literally by age.
Yeah.
With Ida,
and what we know about Ada later on, formula stuff. Yeah, Ada does win.
Luz, again, we learn more about her later, but teenagers never have the easiest life.
No.
And then King, who probably isn't any older than like 8.
His problems is being so adorable.
He's just too cute for his own good.
He is.
And it's only a coincidence that he just happens to run into demons.
Or just creepy grandmothers. What they really are, we'll let you decide.
So yeah, this was, again, on its own merits, not actually that bad, but like relative to the series, I would stand by this being the worst episode.
Gotcha. Okay.
Next one is much better, but we'll get to that one another time.
Yes.
Until then, Misao, where can everyone find you online?
You can find me on Twitter, X, whatever it's called at this given moment, at Kiva11028.
And Brock, where can everyone find you?
Find me on the social media platform formerly known as Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube at Organoid0.
And you guys can find me on various social media at Captain K42. You can check out my quick thoughts on letterboxd.com/CoachK42. And you can follow Renegade Pop Culture on Facebook and that place at Ren Pop Culture. You can also find us on YouTube, on Podchaser. Subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com/Renegade Pop Culture. Listen to all of our podcasts on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever. And last but not least, everything can be found at renegadepopculture.com. You need escape, so do we. And until next time, peace out.
Bye.